Hello. Slip of the finger there. How y'all doing? Today we're gonna be doing, I don't know, some old ones. This is a phone sketch I did. I was like, oh, I don't know why. I was just doing it. And I think I'm gonna turn her into Goofy Frankie from that one comic, it's sort of infamous comic of Frankie meeting imaginary Frankie. I just had that sitting around, and I had this old footage sitting around. So anyway, I'm a little ragged. Got up early this morning, got some stuff done. And I think I'm going to get started a little early on some dinner because I got some leftover chicken. I'm going to dice it up and turn it into that enchilada dish I keep telling you guys about. Nope. Yeah. My phone just started playing shorts. If you want a fun channel, Newbie Star Trek is pretty cool. We talk about Star Treks. I think like 2 of the hosts really are into Star Trek, and then 2 of the hosts aren't. It's like a bunch of friends hanging out and watching Star Trek. Not the Deep Space. I think they're doing Deep Space now, but I think they're also doing just like the TNG stuff. Hold on, let me get you guys up on the board. There we go. I gotta post these. YouTube. The little community section or whatever they got. Oh, come on. There we go. Beautiful. Yeah, I think this was just like an experimental sort of thing that I was screwing around with. Come on. I want to connect. Does it not want to connect to the imaginary Frankie? Hello, Andre. Hello, Not Honey. Hello, man of U.S. Jones. Cool. Let me see your channel. Channel. Okay. What was I doing? Oh, that's right. I was figuring out proportions, figuring out how you can model and just kind of manipulate them in Paint Tool, which is a fun little technique. And like I said, I got this off of my phone. It was just one of those old phone drawings. I think this one was about 2 years ago. Again, I've got archives of just a bunch of stuff that I never did anything with, but knew I could possibly do something with. Which is good, because now I can do something with it. Ugh. Like I said, I think... No, I got up at like 5. Got up at 5. Got a bunch of good stuff done. Did a little bit more drawing. And just kind of was like, do I want to hang out? Or do I want to get some more stuff done? So now, I think someone's going to be coming home from work soon. Or early. So I'm just going to start on a dish. If they like it, they can eat it. If they don't like it, they can just sit and spin. This is horrible. I'm cutting on a paper plate. I got to use this big old cutting board. but it's preferable to whatever this is. It's a black paper Halloween plate. We need to buy paper plates. And when you scratch this, it just, the color comes off of it. Oh, that's not like lead or something. You've never read the one, just look up Imaginary Frankie. There was a infamous comic that it was like Cartoon Network comics or cartoon. That's it. That's what they called it because that was the name of the lineup they had. Anyway, they had cartoon comics was just like just an anthology of whatever comic they wanted to make out of whatever cartoon was on Cartoon Network. They did a bunch of them with Foster's and the K&D and Grimm and all that stuff. Weird how there was never a Ben 10 comic. You know what? They actually did have like an adventure, they had Adventure Time comics, and they had, I remember what was weird, regular show comics. I think they were done by Toon Boom, which may or may not be defunct now. And I think that it's done by the same artists that do like the Rick and Morty stuff. It's a lot of very loose, like cartooning styles. I actually would not. I'm not a huge fan of a lot of the artwork in some of those comics. But Boom Studios, pardon me. Thank you, Condor. Like some of those Rick and I apologize if anyone works on that, but like a lot of those Rick and Morty comics are just like chicken scratch. Power Rangers comics. Oh, okay, yeah. They're the ones that have been doing like the evil Pink Ranger thing. I've seen that character around. Something about the bow and see, that's not enough chicken? No, good. I have another piece. I have another breast right here. So what we oh yeah, just look up Imaginary Frankie. It reminds me of when Animaniacs was canceled. Pinky and the Brain and Animaniacs comics, I think, ran for like a good 3 years after the show was over. I remember one Animaniacs comic, which was they basically met Hello Kitty, or the Hello Kitty equivalent. I was going to say Cartoon Network could have had a huge run with comic. Oh, you know what? Teen Titan. I just remembered. Teen Titan did have Teen Titans Go before Teen Titans Go, which was its own comic book series. I talk about it a little bit more, Andre. I talked about it yesterday, and we recorded some of the audio, so I'm going to comb through it, and I'm going to then see the other 3 episodes I need to catch up on. Let's see, do I need to mix this? I can use this one tray to mix everything in it. Let me try to be efficient here. Oh, I have no onions. That's okay. I don't think she likes onions. Anyway, saw it yesterday. I have opinions on it. Some good, some bad. But I need to check out the rest of the show, and I need to do that. I'm gonna see how they release it. I spoiled myself a little bit yesterday by looking up some of the character names, and of course they put in some. They had links to other things that happened in the comics to those characters. But you know what? Yeah. At least it's a swing at the fences. Take a little bit of milk. Wait, I'm sorry. Archie comic floppies are hard to get a hold of these days? Because where kids' comics are lately lower grade copy. Oh, yeah. Really? I think I've got like most of the Archie comics of the Sonic series. I think I started watching the series, or I picked up it was just before the 50th issue, so I think it was like up number 47. The one where, by the way, Spaz is like an amazing artist. That's the one thing that got me into it, because I was like, oh, comic books, and I was looking through the rack, and there's this amazing cover of Sonic and Knuckles, and then their mirror reverses running down this huge underwater pipeline, and there's this giant whale in the background. It just looks so cool. I was like, okay, I gotta check this out. And this was in a grocery store. Remember the grocery store had these little sections for comic books? I would go there because they always had, again, the aforementioned Animaniacs comics that I would sometimes pick up. But that's also where they put the Goosebumps. So we'd go to a Smitty's, and they'd have a little magazine section, and you look around, and it was right by the video store, so you pop in there, look around, see if there's anything good, and then you pop into the video store. Anyway, I didn't have access to a comic book store, so I would always run around at grocery stores looking for where their comics were. And that was another thing. I would always enjoy going over to Grandma's because her grocery store always had the Sonic comics. I don't know why anyone near me didn't have it, but it was always fun to go over there and look. Let's see, I need onion. I don't have, I don't have white onion? What the hell? Is there a white? Okay, well, I need to put that down on a list. And until then, I'll just use garlic, salt, and onion powder. Onion salt. This looks old. Yeah, that is old. Okay. Ginger. All things not to have. Okay, I'm just going to use some garlic salt. Fun fact, I pitched a new animated series Nickelodeon back in August. Oh, cool. Diamond Distribution is thankfully on its way out of bankruptcy, and that happens when you happens when you model. Yeah, Archie. I was just going to say they've also got Archie comics because they're always reprinting those digests, those little things, pocket comics and whatnot. So did you find what I was telling you to look for? Not lemon? Or not honey? A lot of fan artists have drawn her along with Frankie. You know what? I need to open up another can. I'll open up a can of this chicken, and I'll open up another. Well, maybe not. Yeah, that's such a big dish. I chose a big dish, and I'm not making a whole lot, so I need... another can of cream of chicken. There we go. Really? You mean like Archie the character? Because apparently he's just kind of... I don't know. People like Archie for some reason. And then it's sort of like turned around and like Ourobored itself. Like all the stuff from the Riverdale show is like all the weird stuff that they've like done in the comics. Especially like weird stuff like Archie's Afterlife, and they always had the weird mystery stuff. You know what was a shame? If they ever did, they need to do like all those weird superhero Archie characters. Because I think Archie was like True Heart or something. Yeah, Archie's pretty much... I was going to say Archie's Weird Mysteries was sort of like the last thing Deke ever did. They had some like mainstay power. Actually, no. The thing that killed Deke was a lawsuit with I don't know, the people who made the Trolls, because they had a series called well, it was just Trolls Magic or something like that, some weird thing. And what happened is, I don't know what. I guess there was some sort of issue with the quality of the show, or the people weren't happy with it, and so they they sued Deke. I gotta look that up. But anyway, that's what sort of killed Deke, even though they were sort of heading downhill anyway. They were doing a lot of weird specials. I don't know if they were actually responsible for the Electric Piper. Remember that like special from Nickelodeon, the one that was Lost Media? Like the guy who showrunned all those Batman shows just got a wild hair up his ass and made like a weird animated TV special about the Pied Piper, except it was like Jimi Hendrix with superpowers. Oh, the Shield. Yeah, no, I'm not talking about like the Archie superheroes. I'm talking about like the Archie characters as their superhero counterparts, which is something that happened in the comic books a couple times. But yeah, they had the Shield, they had the Fly, they had Blackjack. Those Sonic comics would always have like, I don't know what they were. They were like little mini stories to show like teeny tiny little mini stories to like preview comics that never existed. Oh, yeah. Bill Burnett. So he wrote and produced this animated special, and apparently it just never aired again, which is pretty cool. I mean, it's pretty sad because the movie itself is cool. It's not lost anymore. I think you can find it on YouTube. It was sort of a weird microcosm of the 70s. Or like how the 50s and 60s were like giving way to the 70s and 80s. Or definitely the 70s. Okay, this could use a little bit of sour cream. Just for a little bit of twang. Should I add this other thing of chilies? No. No, this is fine. We have other hot sauce. Yeah. Just wait. Nope. Where are the manageable spoons? This is fine. Well, it's also not only nostalgia, but there was a point in the story where they're like, the parents are reminded of what it was like to be kids and what they did. So in a way, it's kind of like saying, oh, well, these themes are timeless. Kids grow up, they have kids of their own. They go off and do their own things, establish their own social norms that then get broken by their kids. Oh, hey, Dime. Well, the thing got on comics since I'm drawing Imaginary Frankie. So the subject popped onto comics, and so we just went down the nostalgia rabbit hole about comics and stuff. Yeah, Archie's still going. They're doing all the weird stuff. I know they got the classic series going, but they've also done things like, I don't know, the new darker stuff. The way they introduced Sabrina into the mainstream comics was pretty funny. Like Jughead fell in love with like the burger mascot girl. And then when she showed up for the date, he was like disappointed she wasn't like in the suit. I don't know. That's just weird. They just aim for the fences when it comes to that stuff. And my God, are there a lot of DiCarlo knockoffs that were running around. Oh, and also you have that weird thing, that weird like time period where Archie was also being done by a Christian publicist. Like he rented them out. I think that's because the time one of the Archie people were like became born again. Hey, another note. You heard about the indie artlist and the furry RPG. One of the old CEO's wives. Okay. So what, when the CEO died, did she have control over it? Let's see. Make 350. You don't need 2 cast iron skillets. Huh. Okay. Weird. Okay, so that game. Yeah, I've heard about it. I think people have been doing a lot of drawings of the characters. Is it like, what kind of RPG? Is it like action RPG? Not action, but like strategy based, turn battle. Here, let me take a look at the link. Oh, that looks 3D. Yeah, I know people have been talking about this character, the blue one. The bunny goat, whatever. Oh, it is an action RPG. Single player online RPG where you fight with or against friends in a surreal filled with beyond customize and progress your characters. It's in early access. Okay, $10. Okay. I may take a look at that. It's kind of like Phantasy Star Online. Okay. I think I remember playing that once on the GameCube. I love the horror Archie comics and how insane they are. Like, Jughead becomes. Yeah. And again, the horror aspect of Archie stretches long back into the series because they would always also have just like spooky episodes of things that happen. They were always quick to jump on the bandwagon for whatever was going on. Like they did the whole, when Buffy was popular, they did the whole Veronica storyline about how she was like a vampire hunter or something like that, or descended from, did the Guillermo thing. Which, by the way, my stream's blowing up. Not stream. What do you call it? The shorts. Apparently, there's a new season of In the Shadows, because they have just been posting clips nonstop, and the series looks good. I mean, the series, the new. I thought it kind of lost a little bit of steam, but I'm just gonna have to check it out some more. Oh, Doobus Goobus just posted something. There we go. You have a vampire. Yeah, okay, so that's an old shtick. That's kind of like a thing that's been told again and again. Veronica being part of or having vampire stuff. And then they just got weird, crazy things like Archie versus Predator, where it seems to be implied that like Veronica and Betty are getting together. I kind of wish there was a new animated like Billy and Mandy or Courage. Wasn't there one? I was just thinking. I saw something the other day. Yeah, okay, you had Victor and Valentino. Okay, but there was something else. There was something else. I don't know, my mind's a blank. You're right, we're kind of overdue, aren't we? There should be something. Huh. Maybe it was just like memories of memories from Halloween when that was the last list I did. Now in Phantasy Star, I'm trying to remember how that works. In Phantasy Star, at least Phantasy Star Online, I've actually played the original Phantasy Star or Phantasy Star 2, I guess. It was on like a Sega collection. It was a Dreamcast, actually. I got a Dreamcast right when it was like starting to like phase out. Like I got a whole collection of games for like $100, and the Dreamcast, of course, because I was like, oh, cool, I want to play Sonic Adventures and Sonic Shuffle, which is underrated. I would say I like that game a lot. People have good memories of like Mario Party. I remember Sonic Shuffle. Just because also it had like a story to it. But I think in Phantasy Star Online you had access to weaponry, and did you level up based on the weapon you had, or based like your weapon skill? Like if you had a sword, could you get better with the sword, or was it actually you as a person got better? I forget. Was it like a class system where you could like level up one character to like be the best in a whole bunch of stuff, or was it just one? I'm trying to remember how it went, because again, this was on the GameCube, and I didn't even have access to like the internet at that time, or a dedicated internet service. Oh, you know what I was thinking of when you just said vampire living in Florida? I was thinking of Little Vampire. Okay, that's the thing I remembered. Wasn't weapons tied? I don't remember. I don't know. That's what I'm trying to remember. If the weapons were tied to the classes, that would make sense. All I remember is I had like one like teeny tiny robot that had like what'd you call them? They're not scythes, but they're like reverse scythes. They got the little blades, and then one with a big sword, like one of those big I don't know, like broadswords. It was fun making your own customized characters, even though if it was like highly templated. Okay, there we go. Put that in for about 25 minutes, and then we are golden. And that's dinner out of the way. Here, let me just look it up. Now that that's in the oven, and I got the alarm set. Phantasy Star Online. What was it, 2? Was it 2? Phantasy Online 2? Let me look at the artwork. No, this is not. New Genesis? No. Phantasy Star Online. Okay. Maybe? No, this is the cover. Okay, Fantasy on episode 1 and 2. Okay. Episodes. They had episodes, huh? Yeah, look at... Oh, man, this is... They got robots and elf girls and tiny elf girls, and then just generic guy. And they got big, dumb hats. Oh, this doesn't look too bad. Wow, this actually looks kind of interesting now. Okay, yeah, backwards glaives and broadswords and the dumb lightsabers. And there's a gun! That's right, I remember they had a gun. Okay, let's see. Let's see, Phantasy Star Online. Gameplay. Teams can communicate by typing using physical on-screen keyboards. Concept, art, online functionality in production. The launch was on the Dreamcast. And then came to the PlayStation. Not PlayStation, GameCube. Apparently it was really highly rated. So, like, get the Dreamcast a little bit alive. How? What's the guide? I'm looking for different things. Okay. There's real time using weapons and techniques and collecting items. Attacks can be chained for more accuracy and speed. Typically monsters. Okay. There's doesn't seem to be anything like about player setup. The third was a card game? Okay. Here, let's just look up YouTube Phantasy Star Online Character Creator. And let's see what if that can jog any memories. Phantasy Star Online Card Revolution. Okay, I guess that's what you were talking about. Character creation. Okay, create a character. Okay, you can be a human, you can be a hunter, a ranger, or a force. Okay, so hunters are, I don't know, Hugh Cast, Hugh Casual, and then Hugh Mar. Okay, proficient in blade weapons, hunters use a whole wide array of can use other weapons. Although lacking in accuracy, they gain high attack power, suitable for beginners. Okay, and then there's the Black Widow robot, Purple Girl. Oh no, this isn't the actual. This is just the music. This is 30 minutes of the music. They've just got like the screen cap. I want to see what the actual looked like. Okay. Oh, and then you got the Rangers, who are the big ass robots. Proficiency with guns is what the Rangers are all about. Suitable for beginners. Suitable for beginners. They have it twice for some reason. This is PSO character creator by Fundabar Anakarius. Anyway, and then you've got the force users. Proficient with techniques, forces are excellent as support. Their powerful abilities make up for their low HP. Suitable for... They're all suitable for beginners, huh? Okay. Then what's the thing that's not? What's the expert mode? Oh yeah, here we go. The little backwards scythe things. Okay, let's see how you actually do it. Costume hair. Oh, whoa. Yeah, I remember this stuff. Okay, nothing. There was no weapon loadout. It just seems to be if I remember correctly, you just find weapons on the ground and then you'd pick them up, and then you'd either have like, that's right, maybe you were just good based on your class. You were just better with certain weapons, and then you can like cash in all the stuff you found. I think that's how it went. Do they have Phantasy Star Online on Steam? Like, I'm going to check out the furry one. Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis. They've got New Genesis. And apparently it got nudity, sexual content, not conduct. Okay. Yeah, I was born in 1901. January 1st, 1901. Oh, it's free to play. It's got mixed, mostly positives. Additional free content requires to play classic. What? Okay. Oh, you know what? It looks like they're doing something similar to, this is definitely newer. well, 5 years ago. It looks like they were trying to go the Warframe route. Looks like you just got a bunch of mechs and you're flying around. Weird. I mean, it looks fun. Reminds me of those Yu-Gi-Oh characters. The Sky Maidens or the Valkyries or whatever. You know, the mech robot things. Okay, okay. Do you have the original, though? For some reason, this has nudity in it. Fantasy Online, Steam. Phantasy Star. Okay. New Genesis, New Genesis. This is all the New Genesis crap. Book of Legends, no. Yeah, it just looks like it's all New Genesis. They don't have anything, any way to like play the original Phantasy Star. Oh well. I'm gonna put this. This is just early access, but lots of great games are in early access. That toolbar looks a little intimidating. But you can be a little thick goat person. I got Lost Ark, Elder Scrolls. That's not. Hogwarts is dirt cheap now, even though no one wants to play that crap. This looks a little rough, but it looks fun. Yeah, it definitely reminds me of like an early PlayStation or 64 game. Right, I can see why this is popular. Like, there's just like giant goat mamas. There's a big possum mama. There's a big dragon. Basically, like the chicken nugget, lucky dragon thing. There's a dragon mama. There's a possum mama. There's a person, a knight. Not sure. And then a teeny tiny little squirrel. And then whale bunnies? Orca bunnies? Characters seem to be well, oh damn. Movement seems cool, but characters seem to be a little bit I lose where the characters are. It does kind of remind me of style wise Quest 64. Remember that? Yeah, textures are just a little bit underbaked if they did. Textures and lighting just a little bit needs more, but that's why it's early access. Cool. Hey, Tom. We're talking about how do you pronounce that? Atlas? Oh, okay. It's just Atlas. Of course. Okay, I'm watching one of the other episodes of Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, and of course it's that guy. Oh. Of course the guy shows up. Although there's one thing I don't like. His glasses, they're too static. There's this sort of implied sheen. And you can't do that. There's nothing more distracting than a painted on sort of light effect. Although his jawline's perfect. Of course he's the guy that's just like throwing out all this weird stuff. Because he got the arms. Oh! No. Okay, that's why it's called the unicorn. Okay, I have thoughts. I have thoughts, and I will save them until I get access to another place. Okay, Atlas has their focus on 4 race: Imp, Poon, Rabbit, uh, Kobold, okay, and Birdies. So what are... Oh, Imps are the devils. Everyone's trying to do a has-been. What is that? Okay, what's the... there was a pilot of the comics. Wacky... Like, this is a really good animated pilot for Keith Stack's. Keith Stack's comic. There we go. Check it out. Like, really well animated. Like, who did they get to do this? I gotta say, is there a studio behind it, or... Okay, written and animated. Okay, so with additional... Come on. No, it looks like I guess he just animated it himself. Good for him. Everyone's trying to do a has-been. It was a home project. He worked on it every day after his job. That's amazing. Good for him. And hello, Zilch. Zlich? Like Lich? Speaking of the pilots, I'm glad to show you my Friends pilot. Oh yeah, that was great. That's another one. Here, drop that. Where was it? It was cat something. Uh, here, you know it. Drop it in. It's like it's that wonderful, crazy, random Japanese comedy. And also, I guess the voice actor for that dubbed a bunch of the comics. I ran through all of them. I wonder if Nerd and Jock's going to do anything. There's Nerd and Jock, and then Phoebe and the Unicorn, or Phoebe the Unicorn. Cat High School 1. Okay, here we go. Yeah, this is great. Just random stuff, Cthulhu in the classroom. Not Cthulhu, but something like it. And then the cat. Daffy Duck Parrot is my favorite character. Oh man, this needs way more views. Oh, and it's episode 3. Of course it is. One of the problems with YouTube is that sometimes it's like, especially the shorts now. I mean, I've tried, every time I come across one of those things where it's just like a Tumblr post with some guy kind of staring underneath it, I make sure that I just get rid of it. And of course, how many times can I see a Turning Point USA ad? It's like, yeah, here's this student young adult organization that's run by a 39-year-old. He's the youthful shrunken face of conservative America. Let's see. Oh, thanks, Chris. I love drawing Frankie too. Frankie plus Barbarella. I have to do either Frankie plus Barbarella or Frankie as the evil emperor. Because random dude has been very nice and given money to me. The word pelagroso is apparently fill-ridden. Okay. Yeah, but it's always like, watch him destroy a left-leaning whatever, and it's always like 4 minutes. Or it's this insane thing where it's like 2 hours long. Whatever this is. Charlie Kirk versus Rachel Bitcoffer. I think I know who Bitcoffer is, and she's conservative too. What's the point? It's like, yes, America is racist, but I argue it could be more racist. But anyway, the shorts I go through, other than I'm trying to cultivate just like good animated stuff. Oh, look at that! Guillermo turned into a little bat. Ooh. And then, of course, I do like these little miniature things where it's like nice, handy, tips for building stuff. That always keeps my juices going. So, like the brain juices. And then I've seen a lot of woodworking videos, which is very nice. Sometimes they're little clips from movies and whatnot. I've seen a couple so far. I don't know why the algorithm says I want this, but people making homemade bullets, like out of buckshot and everything. It's always this nice. I think. Oh wait, it might be because of the lighter videos. Like there's this guy who has this huge lighter collection, and he always shows them off. He's got nice fancy white gloves, and it's always either very quiet or has very like good, like really soft or energizing music. Classical. And then there's these like hipster making their own homemade bullets. Artisanal bullets out of buckshot that's just like the biggest ball bearings you've ever seen. And then some just straight up steal videos. Like, you don't know how many times I've seen this video of the teeny tiny cat eating the big pink fish. Alan Tiza is pretty good, though. He does those, did you know that? Let's see, I gotta get this out of the oven. Oh, these stupid gloves. Whoa. No, this needs a little bit more. Needs just a little bit more to bake. Maybe about another 7 minutes. Got to be ready when the zombie comes. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, well it's Instagram and it's also now just TikTok itself is apparently just kind of like capitulated themselves. Oh, speaking of which, here's a wonderful little wood making video. I want that tool though. It makes a mark. It's like a wooden ruler thing, or at least it makes a mark in the wood up to the point of where you need to be cutting. It's like a rolling thing. Okay, what does this do? Next level art comic. Okay, but you're just using the fill tools. Okay, I mean it's good choice of colors. Okay, I think you may have oversold the premise of this video. And then you have Pro Zed posting all his old videos, but cropping them super close to his face. Mm-hmm. Okay. Sorry, I had to check on something. There's been so much good indie cartoons being made. Yeah, I couldn't agree more. And then again, we have this slop right here, Minions EX story transformation. Squid Games 2. Okay, not interested. Oh yeah, and the night, the artistic for real. Atastic for real. He does the little animations with the knight and the knights and the little wizard guy and everything. What the hell is that? Oh. What's this now? Nope. Get rid of that. And then sometimes people just play with Hot Wheels toys. Oh, actually, no, wait. This is a custom. No, it's not custom. It's just Hot Wheels Fusion Factory. Luke, who let's see, I'm looking at it. Luke Humphreys also does really great animations. He's part of the whole like post-apocalypse series, where it's just like really quaint. Some of it's like really existential stuff. Existential would probably be the best way to describe his stuff. But sometimes he does things like after the apocalypse or after society collapsed, and it's all about like people doing their best to rebuild it. Or like Australia dedicating their resources to like constantly re-kill this eldritch god. Mm-hmm. And then sometimes you just got little quick tips. The one thing I wish is that when I come across something like a trick for Blender or a trick for art, if there was a way to like save that to its own little category. Because right now you can only like thumbs up, and you can't save the shorts to their own little playlist, at least as far as I know. Let's see, what happens if I do this? Nope. Oh, okay, let me get this out of here. I think this is done. All the cheese is nice and toasted. No, it's not. Okay, I think there might be just something wrong with the cheese. Tastes okay. Huh, or there's just something wrong with Mom's oven. Did I leave in there some more? I think we need a new oven. I'm going to put it in there for 7 more minutes and see. I'm going to put it on the bottom rack and see if that does anything. 6 minutes. Grandma's onion was not onion. Grandma's oven was fantastic. Electric. That's what I was telling her. I think she should. Francis Foster. Hey, Michael. Honestly, well, this wasn't a Hot Wheels. This was just using the toy, the Fusion Maker or whatever. Again, apologies. Okay, so I gotta check out what we do in the shadows. Is what we do in the shadows better than the movie? I think so at this point. A live action Bakugan movie is in the works. Well, if something's in the works, then who cares? Everything's in the works. Is Bakugan even a big thing? I don't know. It would be like if they made a yokai watch. Although I did see a cute video the other day about like the most haunted town in Japan, and it had just like a bunch of statues of yokai that they commissioned. Pretty cute. What is this? Oh, I should download these. These are stuff I sent myself yesterday. Off the phone. Okay. No, I gotta send this off. Paperwork. Everybody just got back from a walk around the block. Cool. Nice. Yeah, I've seen that yokai town. It's pretty cute. Yeah, especially with the kappas that they've got. Some of them floating around in the water. They got one coming out of the bay and another in its own little tube. And another one sitting and playing checkers. Let's see. Japanese yokai town. I guess that's what the yokai was like. The one. Okay, it's called Sakaminato in the Totorio Sakaminato in the Totorio prefecture in Japan. Oh, both are known as yokai towns. Okay. Yeah, you've got the girl with the hair and the mouth in the back of its. And you've got the kappas coming out of the water. Oh, it's a family. There's 3 of them. Oh, that's cute. And then one just sitting there. One coming out of a tube. Oh, I didn't see this one. This one's cool. The one with the eyeballs. And the little cat girl. And the Oni. Well, fire breather guy and the little the demon schoolgirl. Very realistic. I mean, in terms of, not realistic, but like nice rendering on the scales on this kappa. Do they have shells? I guess they do. GGG no Kitaro. Ikitakimasu. What's this now? Oh, okay. Here's a bummer. Let's see. When the Harrison organizers, you may have heard of her, but when they sent out a volunteer for fundraising emails, and people replied asking about what was she going to do about Gaza, they were told to mark it as no response. Oh, okay, cool. So just kind of ignoring that whole thing. No wonder Kane didn't come up. Oh, it looks like all those little Doge kids are getting lawyering up because they're actually afraid of going to jail. That's good. Little shitheads. Oh, and a bunch of them even they resigned because they found their racist Twitters. That's pretty funny. I don't know. We just might make it out of this because the people who are in charge of trying to ruin everything are stone stupid. Okay, the cheese did not melt. So I'm just going to let that sit and do whatever it can. I think there's something wrong with this oven. Oh, God. Okay, good. Good. Ooh. Yeah, we need a new oven. This is bullshit. Ba-ba-ba-ba. I tried broiling it. No, I'm not gonna try. I tried broiling some cheese crisps the other day, and it I don't know. Like I said, I just don't trust the oven. I'm gonna start using the air fryer now. I guess we just won't make anything that requires the oven. Oh yeah, Craig of the Creek, I guess, is leaving. Mm. There we go. There's a bunch of, I guess some people call her Doofus Frankie. She's imaginary. Created by a small boy that had a crush on Frankie. Ba, 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 ba. What the hell is this? Oh, okay. I was like, what's this character? I guess someone made a Luna skin for Invisible Woman. It looks like it's based off of the Malice skin, but I don't know where they got the head from. Probably one of the VChat tubers. Hey, Steam. Oh. I hope that dish thickens up. Oh, you know what? I'm gonna mix some more chips into it just to make sure that it gets a little bit more solidified. Yeah, it still seems a little bit runny. Yeah. Pardon me. Get the mic on. Tastes good. It's just a little bit thin. There we go. Good. Much better. I'm just going to let this sit here. I'm going to try and bake it one more time. Let's see. Bake. Let's bring that up to 400 degrees. Frankie was. I only remember hearing a story of the theory. A theory that Frankie was Granny's imaginary friend. I don't think so. I don't think so. I know that there was apparently one. I guess there was one special that was proposed where it was the Thanksgiving special where Frankie's dad would show up, who apparently didn't like imaginary friends. I appreciate when animators go out of their way to give characters different wardrobes. My other favorite, Frankie, was the one where she went on. Oh yeah, the Black Date. They do that a lot. Oh, hold on. Let's see. Hold on. What's going on here? Where's Oh, that's right. Okay. I've got to reset this. Transform, reset. There we go. This is another drawing. This one should be quicker. This is Shareena from Detention. I forget who recommended this or wanted this, but yeah, I imagine. When the this is interesting. Milo put something up when they drained into the Niagara Falls. And Lake Ontario, it's a oh, okay. So the idiots want like Niagara Falls was eroding. Well, here, just watch the video itself. Anyway, so they wanted to fix Niagara Falls by making it much worse. There you go. Hey, Cage, how you doing? Oh yeah, I was trying to like just figure out some different pose stuff. I'm actually happy with the way this the sketch came out. I think the final drawing needs a little needs something, but you know, you'll see by the end of it. Yeah, kinda. Except she's got big boots on. Hold on. You got to put the thing back in the oven. Ooh. Good. And that feels hotter. Okay. I'll put in for about maybe 8 minutes and see if that makes anything crisper. Yeah, her. The one with the weird pony, not pony, bob cut? Bangs? I forget what you call that. There was something weird I found out about Detention. I forget what it was. Detention series. Character designer. WB. No, there was something. Okay, no, I got to look at the credits. Oh wait, no, Detention Database, or the IMVD. Okay. Who's part of art direction? Subtext, details. Oh, come on. No, there's something. There was something. I forget who the character designer was. It's. They went on to something else, and it's not like I was thinking. Oh, this is totally something that whoever made like Johnny Test would do. But it was weird. This is like the precursor to something else, some other thing they worked on. Okay, let me look at the ending credits for Detention. Okay, just give me one episode. Detention series. No, but you have Detentionary. Detention intro. The Hard Eyes Killer, whatever that is. Come on. One episode. Okay, fine. You leave me no choice. Okay, there we go. Remind me to check out Generation O again. Oh, only 13 episodes, huh? Okay. Oh, is it Kim? Is it the guy that was in charge of Kim Possible? Maybe, because the background of the school. Okay. Associate producer Bobby Page. Executives. Oh, by the way, this totally reminds me. Back when they just had the credits for everything, they just have they have the title and then that one red line and then the names underneath it. You know what I'm talking about if you like grew up in the 90s. It must have been a pre-plug-in that they had. Okay, starring the voices of Billy West. Storyboard Bob. No. Timing. Main storyboard artist Bob. No. Yep, art director Steven Silver. There we go. I knew it. I knew from that pullback of the school that looked totally like Kim Possible. So Stephen Silver, before he like created his influential style, he worked on this show. Which I could kind of see in like The Teacher. But like not in like some of the other ones. The Teacher does look like a Kim Possible villain. Not the teacher, but I guess the principal or whatever. But then you got this guy who looks like a knockoff Bart Simpson. I was going to say Korean Bart Simpson or like Chinese Bart Simpson, but he appears to be of Asian descent. So that might be a little bit uncalled for. But he's got the overbite, the backwards cap. Not an overbite, but like the weird lip thing that they assume is an overbite. And there's two twins, and that just totally reminds me of what's his face's sisters, Shawnee Tests. Yeah, right. Apparently he's named as the main character designer. But now you can totally see it. Now that I see the principal or whatever, like he's obviously trying to emulate like a bunch of different art styles. Like I said, the backwards cap kid, that's obviously like Bart Simpson. There's the yo-yo kid who just feels, I don't know, like he's from like like an IPA property, like Gerald McBoing Boing or something. And then Shareena just looks like, I don't know, like a Tiny Toons character. With her oversized boots and just those weird button eyeballs. They're perfectly round. The irises are super huge. And then the little Girl Scout, the toady for the principal. The sort of overly enthusiastic. Not a malicious, it's weird, you find not a malicious toady for the teacher. Not a Randall, but like an equal but opposite. And then there's a little guy with an overbite, with an actual overbite, two kind of tapered buck teeth. Looks completely like not even a character. I mean, not like anything's ever done. Yeah, look at this guy. He's just like, he's totally from a UPA cartoon. They got two characters with two hats. One is, he's got like a pinhead and his cap's facing forward, and his other one's got the double lumps and facing backwards. I think that's a no-no. Yeah, this is definitely like the developmental of his style. I would say the teacher's actually like the first one where it's like, oh yeah, that's the Steven Silver art style. Was Detention Warner Brothers' answers to Disney's Recess? It might as well have been. You know what? What art style am I thinking of?
What was Generation O? I've seen that art style before. Was that from like just a bunch of commercials? I think I remember seeing that just from a bunch of commercials. Looks kind of like, again, when you say that, it looks like WB's answer to like Class B Chupo. Oh, the story editor wrote The Hunger Games. Okay. Susan Connor, based on the original idea by Hale and Newman. Okay. Sony's Wonder Television. Okay, so this was like a hodgepodge. Generation O was like produced by Sony Wonder Television, Sunbow Entertainment, and co-associated with Germany's Ravensburg? Oh, Ravensburg, the game company, the puzzle company, and then Taiwan's Cuckoo's Nest Studio. Weird. Was based off Primo's art style. Okay, James Primo's, his art style. Who did James Primos? What did he do? I think he did a bunch of different stuff. No? Come on. Maybe books? Maybe just books. Yeah. It's very much of the 90s. This is the guy who you can't get when you can't get Avery Peckett for like Duckman. And place your bets. How many episodes? I'm betting 13. 13! The standard at the time. Nicole Oliver was a voice. Where have I heard Nicole Oliver before? Oh! You. Celestia. Oh, Celestia was in the L Word. Oh, was she Martha in Martha Speaks? No, she was Mrs. Klutsky. Right on. There we go. Yeah, I knew someone worked on Detention. And then he went on to, before he went to Kim Possible, I believe he was the he was also the in charge of the art style for the Clerks animated series, which only ran 6 episodes. Didn't even get to the main one. Didn't even get to 13. My mic got turned off. Okay. I was gonna say I don't know what a physical release of that would look like. Like what would they do? And WB had I don't know what it was. There was a very lackluster release of SWAT Cats, and you had to order it straight from the WB website. So they may have been it was maybe DVDs on demand, where it's they'd burn you a copy if you wanted it, and then would send it out. So they never I don't know. I've got to break it out. I seem to remember it just having a little printable slip out in the front of it, and maybe some blank CDs and not CDs, DVDs inside. I got to look at it. It was definitely unimpressive and looked like they were just printing these as much as they needed them, as much as people wanted to have them. And we were just talking how it's Steven Silver's might be his first gig working as a character designer. The character designs are all over the place. I was saying, I may have to dig a little deeper into that. But the mean principal character is definitely emblematic of his style. Now that I look at it. And that's about it. All I can say today. Yeah, this turned out nice. It was a good little pose. The hands need a little work, but it's fine. She's just sitting on the desk. It's pretty cute. That's it for today. Tomorrow I will be running around, so I don't think we're gonna have an Artcast or anything else for that. Still probably playing a video game, but we've got a few things to do, a few honeydews to get off our list. But in the meantime, I thank you all for joining me, and I hope the evening treats you well. You all take care now. Bye-bye.